and he's doing this massage. Lights off, right? He's doing this massage, and in the middle of the massage, he starts sucking my dick in the middle of the massage. And I said, I remember, like, I jumped back, like, oh, like, what are you doing? Moving up. Yeah. I jumped back, and he was like, oh, like, same scenario. He minimized the moment, because for me, I'm like, is this violation? Like, what? You never did this. What you doing? And because of who he was to me, I was able to bring my mind to, it's okay. This is Reid. It's okay. Let's calm down. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time that happened. It was supposed to be a church, and he gave me oral sex, laying on his bed, and like I said, he gave it like this spiritual thing. Like he made it a spiritual thing. They gave it a spiritual thing. Like, that's all right. Like you're, cause he was tired. Some reason he didn't want to be at the church. And so what the interaction that he and I was having, it's like I'm doing the prophet a service, because, you know, he didn't want to be at church, or for whatever reason. And me being with him that night was helping him.
A couple of years back.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Okay, guys, let's talk about it. So, y'all be in the comments, and I be reading the comments. Now, I knew that Tasha K at some point, some while ago, had exposed a pastor. However, unfortunately, I'm just not able to read and see everything that all the bloggers are putting on their channels. And honestly, when I heard that it was a pastor, I am just like everybody else. You want to believe that the information is false, because when I heard about it, I did not know who the person was. I may have heard the name, but it didn't ring a bell. And so you guys were in the comments, and I was like, oh, shoot, that is the pastor. Or should we just call him by name, Larryreid? The reason that I went back and dug this video up, because like I just stated, I didn't even really know about it. What struck me as this guy is weird, I watched his video, and he began to talk about Manasseh Jordan. He began to state that, Manasseh Jordan had pretty much confided in him, and had showed him information, had showed him text messages, and he went on to say that he believed for a fact that this, he's a grown up now, but he believed that he had been groomed. Okay. And so Larry Reid went on to say, for one, he said that he didn't believe him unless he showed him proof. Well, that was a little bit discerning for me, because once he got the text messages, not only did he post the text messages to his own YouTube channel, he also stated that he contacted someone in Tdjakes camp to let them know what was going on. And I said, who does that? I said, nobody does that. So if somebody tell you that, they were a potential victim of a crime, and, you may know the person who is the alleged offender. Okay, now you don't necessarily have to believe them, but why would you go back and tell the person after they confided in you and then provided you proof? So that was very suspect. So I started thinking, I said, this guy, something is not right about this guy. And then he stated that he had known about this for a long time. Now, let me just make sure you guys understand. There is no way on God's green earth that I'm going to know about a pedo. We just going to call him a pedo. Y'all know what that means. And not expose them. So why would I keep the secret of somebody that I felt in my heart because I had proof and I knew that they were doing something that they didn't have no business? Well, this is where it gets interesting. I know now because he was accused of the same thing. So he's empathetic to his twin because he has allegedly, he would like me to say, done the same thing. But I don't know too many men that are going to come out and put themselves out in the front and even expose that this has happened to them, let alone tell a entire lie. In fact, Tasha K said she had the documents. So there's a lot of information to this story. Also, Larry Reid indicated that the Bishop Tdjakes tried to pay him off. I don't believe that. Well, okay, this is what I believe. I believe if there was money that he could have got, I believe he would have taken it. Now, it could have been a situation where he got money and it was for a specific amount of time, and now that time has expired, and now he is back trying to potentially maybe see if he can get some more money. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, we have two men that proclaim to be pastors, but there are allegations coming out the wazoo. And they would want us to say that it's alleged and that they deny any of it. Okay, you can deny it, but it just seems really suspect because this is just not stuff that happens to regular people. Generally, if someone is coming out saying this and they're putting themselves out there like this, it's something behind it. I also had the opportunity to watch his mother's interview. It is so much information and it makes sense to me. Now I understand why Larry Reid has empathy for Bishop Tdjakes because they are twins and pretty much one in the same. Larry Reid spoke about grooming. You know, that's very interestingly because he's a grown man now. He alleged that you did the same thing to him. So it's very explicit, it's very disgusting, and I felt like I wanted to throw up at the thought of you saying that you were a pastor, taking a child into your home, and now it's alleged that you did these things. It's alleged, but you know, the world pretty much feels like you did it. You know, so I'm not sure what is going on, you know, with these pastors, prophets, or pedos. But I wanted to bring this out. I know it's old, but again, it's not old. It's new to me because I did not know the specifics. Again, I've heard some information about it, but I had never watched that video. The red flag to me was Larry Reid's um inability to see that what had happened to this young man was very serious, but he wanted to play two sides, and it seemed like he wanted to see if possibly he can get a few dollars. So that just struck me as something is not right with this dude. It makes sense now. Not only did he allegedly violate this he was a kid at that point, it's also alleged somewhere that he even sued him, but then went back and dropped it. So what that means is he tried to bully him and to basically stop talking about it. So this is really disgusting. And again, I know it's old information, but I just wanted to bring it out again because now it makes sense. And I understand Larryreid's position because him and Tdjakes are most definitely one and the same, if not the same. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments.